So if you're not familiar with Raystack, it's kind of the father of Pyro Prison, although we get a lot of credit for Pyro Prison stats, piloting a lot of variations of said list. We're just a random face that got a lot of airtime, and Raystack brings some very interesting, well thought out lists most of the time. I'm gonna challenge it a little bit today. But we have a list. He's been teasing it for a while in the Pyro Prison community. He's going to hopefully maybe run it in some events or whatever. He's been having some success, so we thought, let's go ahead and take our own look at it and see what the heck is going on. And what the heck is going on here? Ray, if you watch this, man, what? I mean, I think when you look at this, there's a beauty to it. There's a beauty to it because there's obviously a selection of cards, a very meticulous amount of cards for different things. But then what's really kind of pretty about it is that it feels like it's designed in such a way that you also traded for cards. Like, I can't tell you how many times, let me just pull up the image from our Discord. How many times I went and stared at this image, right? I'm staring at this image and I'm like, there's only one Ragavan here. Is that right? Yeah, I don't see another one. There's 3 Arbor Elves, and I'm trying to like look at it sideways and trying to figure out. There's 1 gemstone down here, a lot of utility lands. Even so much so that he's got one technically sleeved backwards here. This one, I believe, is technically sleeved backwards as well, because you can tell that's the most typical use of it, is just strictly a land. So it gives you kind of a hint. There's the sideboard, and you have 3 Furies, why not 4? You have 3 Chandras, 2 Karns, so clearly we care about the 3 slot a lot more. A Spellskite, a random Bone Crusher Giant in here. We got 2 Renin 6s. There is a Seasoned Pyromancer right here too. So we can take it back to here, but there really is this like essence of, this is what I've got so far and I'm playing it, and he's had success. So we're gonna play it. Clearly red-green prison. We've got a random Spellskite in here, engineered explosive main decked. What's interesting to me is that we have some of these cards that I would typically put sideboard, they're straight main deck. So what I'm thinking is that in the essence of them being bad, they just straight come out, but they're still accessible. But we don't care that much about Karn. Even though we have a relatively large wish board here, we don't care much about Karn because we only have 2 of these. The other thing that's very interesting in this like red-green shell, we don't have hardly any, spells or whatever, but we have this. This spell is kind of interesting. To replay something from your graveyard to your hand is great at the late game. It's kind of an interesting, it comes into play, I believe, tapped, but we don't typically care too much. Heavy green at the beginning, heavy red at the end. This list is gonna play like an absolute dumpster for me, and probably perfect for Ray because he's gonna get it. But we're gonna try it. This is gonna be the perfect example of where you take a list, you have no clue how it's supposed to run. You're gonna use your intuition, try to get it right, and maybe we can make Ray proud. Maybe we'll make ourselves proud tonight. We'll see. We're gonna also get to see if Chalice or Bridge is worth it. You'll know I'm a bit off Bridge right now, but I'd love to see Bridge using its ability here. We even have a random Trinisphere that if there is a card that will not work, we'll try to make it work, but if it's not going to work, it's Trinisphere. We'll see, though. This is red-green. He calls it Pyro Prison. I would just call it red-green Pile Prison. Not Pyro, Pile Prison, because that's what it feels like. I like it, though. There's definitely some flexible slots in here, and you don't have to get full play sets. That makes me nervous it won't be as consistent, but it makes me really excited because then it's a little more budget friendly in some of the aspects of, say, Ragavans, Renin 6s, even Furies. You could maybe have something different sideboard. It makes me interested. We got a random Magus in here to go along with our Blood Moons, which everyone should have 2 play sets by the time you've been watching this, if you're a longtime viewer. If you don't, please close the stream. You're not allowed here anymore. YouTube folks, you can leave. Red green trade binder. It's pile trade binder. It really is that, Iceman. How's it going? Dave B's got it too. Pile of cards. So what got you into playing the Red Prison style decks? No one was playing them. No one was playing them. I took the Goldfish list, free win red, to a large event, did decently, and I did decently. Ironically, I believe I lost the mirror match. It was like brand new as the list is. I found it on MTG Salvation as well, and we were refining it for that event. And I happened to run in the mirror. It was just gaining popularity. There was no content out there. I was like, I need to learn how to play this. It has Rabble Master, which I like to do with the Mantis Riders. It had Blood Moon and Snaring Bridge, which took me back to the beginnings of when I was playing Magic. I like the Chalice of the Void. I just like the red aspect of the list not being so aggressive. I'm probably more of a control player, having played Rug Scapeshift initially, and so the whole Red Prison was really cool. The other thing that was really cool about it is I didn't have to worry about all these fancy lands. I could just play the mountains that I liked, which I ironically did not queue up here because we only have one mountain. But I could play like 15 of the lands that I liked, lay them out, enjoy the art, lock people out, and then have a conversation with people. If you play this against me in paper, I will start having a conversation with you. And you won't be thrilled about that, but that's what I'll do. I'm going to keep this. We're going to throw away, actually, I think a Chandra. Chandra, see if we can spike the extra land and get a Blood Moon on turn 2, keeping 2 Blood Moons in case of Thoughtseize. I think that's generally why I got into the list. It's probably mainly this card. This card and this card, with the Ensnaring Bridge definitely being of interest. Chalice of the Void just fell in there as well. Dang it. Now the Blood Moons look weird. Well, they do Thoughtseize. Maybe the Blood Moon matters. They might take like Rabble Master here, though. Is this Rack? Maybe it's Rack. Lord of Green Magic. You say green. Where's the green? Oh, takes a Blood Moon. Okay. Why do I have an upkeep stop? We were probably ruining people's lives with liquid metal coating last time. Coffers? Maybe. Maybe. All right, I'm going to make it look like I failed. They might Thoughtseize again. Please don't. It is true. It's kind of greenish. It's kind of moldy looking. That's definitely not moldy looking over there. All right, I'm going to take a draw like I didn't get it here. Holy crap. Look at all them Blood Moons. Let's see here. There's no double green, right? I have a lot of double red. I'm trying to decide. I guess I go ahead and still go get the actual red here of the mountain. And we just jam a Blood Moon. We'll worry about Rabble Master next. Maybe I play the second Blood Moon. Opponent's got 2 colors. Chandra wouldn't be bad either. A lot of good options next turn. See what they got. Oh my gosh. Seed Rhino himself has arrived. What up, Rhino? All right. Jam Rabble Master. Go. How's it going, KO Diamonds? We need to have another night where we collaborate. Gotta collaborate. No Siege Rhinos this time. I took a list. We're wandering into the leagues with it. I'm gonna get rid of the Blood Moon. I don't think I need an extra one. Opponent K commands at the incorrect time. Stop was not on their main phase. Stop was at beginning of combat. What's up, Slayerfall with the little orange dude. Looking for that extra land. Kind of gets me there. We'll attack with the Goblin. We have Bone Crusher Giant available to us to stomp a Dashing Ragavan if it so happens. Opponent has an Inquisition or Thoughtseize, so if they do that, it'll be off the top. It's going to be really weird to untap here with this, but it is possible here. We don't need it. Kind of just do Chandra things. Uptick for damage and probably send one, maybe both, maybe none. Maybe I just sit here and just uptick Chandra all the way. All right, well. Turn 2 Blood Moon, pretty good. We're playing against Mardu? And a K command. I don't feel like the Trinisphere is very good. What are we playing against? I want to bring in like Fury, maybe the Dead Gone, maybe the Magus, maybe the Leyline of Combustion, possibly Anger, maybe Thrun. Thrun could be pretty good against kind of a Jundi-like thing. Maybe I prioritize Thrun first. Make Thrun in for the Trinisphere. Okay. Fury doesn't seem like it's a bad idea. We didn't see much. We didn't see like bolts. We saw a K command making me feel like the chalices, like a pair of these could come out for Fury plus like Leyline or Dead Gone. Yeah, we haven't really seen it enough, right, Verdi? We're just trying to make maybe an educated guess here so that we can not just like lose next game. I feel like a Leyline could come in here too. I kind of like that. I don't think I like the Magus. A couple chalices. I can go get one with Karn. Got some Arbor Elves, Ragavans. I don't know if the Arbor Elves are going to last very long. We didn't see any bolts or unholy heats. I like this. Just a couple. Not too much. Not too much. Little Fury, little Leyline, little Thrun. Why not? Everything I sideboarded out, Karn goes and gets. Bridge even looks a little with mainboard K command. This is why I'm off Bridge. The K commands, the Visejus, all of that good stuff out there is making this card hard to stick. Hard to stick. We play it every now and then. I own a playset. It is technically one of the last things I did play in paper before all the world flipped upside down. Well, this is tempting. This is tempting and very weird, and I feel like I would die very quickly, but it'd be hilarious. Let's keep. Let's try a weird one. I might have to unsub. I'm only playing 2. No playsets here. No playsets. It's kind of weird because I fetched the Stomping Ground, 2 of Stomping Ground. Opponent did go down to 6 cards. Appears to have a Thoughtseize Inquisition here. Do you take the Chalice? Do you care about these? What do you care about, opponent? The 1 lander from the Fluffy, the Wolf, the 2. Takes Ragavan. You got it. You got it. I don't think I want to show them any information here. So we're going to actually fetch and shock. While this is causing us to take a little more damage than I like, I like hiding that I ended up picking up a land. If I find another land, I might Chalice over this if they like Fatal Push. Okay, opponent Thoughtseizes. Maybe they take the Magus here. They can get white. Takes Arbor Elf. Maybe shoots this then. Chalice is easily the next card to be played here. I don't feel like Magus is a lot of value. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. A Rabble Master. All right, let's just go ahead and jam a Chalice. Man, I want to. Maybe I'm supposed to just play the Magus to force them to like target it because I have Rabble Master now. Let's do that. Just because I drew a Rabble Master. Like this, like I can play the Chalice where they can just fetch basic here and then they might like target this, and then Chalice can be placed on one if they target here. If they target that, I can play the Rabble Master. All right, opponent's got K command like mana here. I think Karn might be pitched if it's K command, kill this, make discard. Could be kill here, trying to slow me down. Definitely feels like K command. Yeah, discard. We'll get rid of the Karn. We're a little too far away from that. Chalice on 1 plus Rabble Master. Rabble Master played if we draw land. I'm going to play the Chalice. I think it protects us a little bit more. Thought Seizes, Bolts, a few other things are kind of nasty. Maybe they play their own Ragavans. And then I can play Wrenn and 6, pick up a Windswept Heath that we ended up fetching with, and play Rabblemaster. If I find the land, we play Rabblemaster here. Lingering Souls. Dang. Dang. One card. Or here staring at the... I feel like I'm supposed to pick up this land. Like, they can obviously attack and stuff like that, but I'm going to pick up the land so I can play the Rabblemaster. Obviously, no attack here. I want to keep them off double black, double white in case it matters here. We're going to get a lot more Lingering Souls tokens. I'm not that scared of those things. We got, obviously, Fury in the list as well. Opponent Thought Seizes straight into Chalice. Can't Lingering Souls now. A big win for us. Season Pyromancer loses out on a token because they didn't do that with the Thought Seize. Works for us. I like it. Okay. I'm happy with where we're at. I think running lands plus then a Fury would be great. Tax Wrenn and 6 for 1. Seiju is a very interesting one. Let's ping. I don't know if I need that Beseiju in play or not. I'm just going to play Rabblemaster and pass turn. I think we'll be okay. Why didn't they take Chalice? They didn't have really an answer for Ragavan, although they might have picked up the Lingering Souls after the fact. Remember, we don't know where they were at when they got certain things here. Definitely don't care if Wrenn and 6 dies here. They can run everything at me and play a Lingering Souls if they want, for all I care. Sideboard-wise, I want this Anger the Gods in this list now. Okay, we're going to let Wrenn and 6 die here. I don't think it's worth saving. Not to block, and then they just get tokens. And like we said, we're trying to keep them off like double black. That's a great card to see. Let's go ahead and Rabblemaster again. This does force our Rabblemasters to get frisky here every turn. Which might mean we lose one next time. We're going to send everything and just keep the Beseiju in hand for right now. Oh, they're doing something. Oh, Crucible of Defiance here. Nice. Blocks Rabblemaster, that's fine. Didn't lose Magus, so Magus is not as important for them. We also have 2 Goblin tokens that start attacking here. That's good. I like our position. Here comes the Lingering Souls. A lot of little tokens in the air. Season Pyromancer looks like a really good draw right now. I'm a little surprised they send this token. I'm not convinced that's a good idea. Well, this is an interesting card. We can return Rabblemaster. We could return Karn. If we went and got Karn, I could go get the Walking Ballista, which is kind of an interesting one to shoot everything down. I could get a Ratchet Bomb and blow all the tokens up. We could go get Wrenn and 6 and ping things off. I think I send just tokens. Obviously, if I get Ratchet Bomb and blow up my own tokens, a little bit sad. I definitely not sure what I do with this card. I think I'm gonna go get. I kind of want to go get Karn. I feel like Karn and then play Walking Ballista looks like a very good line right now. I'm going to play the Boseiju pass. Opponent would have to like K-command me right now, or K-command into Thoughtseize to get rid of both of these. I feel like this gives me the reach I might need. Ooh, a little Stoneforge. Okay. It's kind of nasty. Batterskull? I feel like Batterskull is how they got to get out of this. I need 2 running lands, I think. They do have a Batterskull. Well, maybe we're going to go get Ensnaring Bridge. Three, four, five. You liked another Rabblemaster? Maybe. Pithing Needle can't be played right now. Bridge is very interesting. So is a Walking Ballista. Attack with everything. This is blocked. This is blocked. 1 chump block. Chump, chump. I feel like I have a place to win this, and I have to just find the win. Let's start with combat here. I'm going to send the Rabblemaster as well. That way I don't have to worry about my tokens attacking as well if they decide to block Rabblemaster. Obviously, I'm offering this up, which is fine with me. I'm hoping that they let a couple points go through. Right now, Walking Ballista would be a 2-2. I could make their entire turn. Okay. So we hit for 2. I could make the entire turn all about playing the Batterskull. I could then play the Karn down and uptick on the Batterskull. I'm losing this if I do that because I ping. Batterskull would sit there, more than likely die then. That's got to be like close to the right play. 1-1. I think this is closer to the correct play here. Mag is still kind of keeping things locked down. Karn uptick, goblins to protect it. Batterskull is the only thing played here. That way I can get rid of the life link on the Batterskull. This plays poorly into like a Dreadbore. And then if I go up with the Karn, there's only 2 here. I could then down tick, get bridge. Yeah, so this is just their entire turn here. It's fine. I don't want them gaining much life. They're at 4. They're within reach. Gotta kill. Throws 2 in the air. That's risky, I think. That's risky, I think. Man. Karn uptick Batterskull. It's a 5/5, which is pretty decent. I'm going to hold everything and pass turn. This way we can keep Karn alive. That's the plan. That way they can't move the Batterskull around. I think we found the line. Can you imagine drawing Coitus right now? Can you imagine? Their turn could be exactly get Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. What we could then do is we could get... If I did Ratchet Bomb on 0, Chalice, we lose Chalice. All right, they just make tokens. I think they've been a little loose. I would agree with that. They're definitely... Ooh, don't attack with both of these. If they do, they lose. Because they did this at sorcery speed. Now I just remove these two and I kill. Oh. We'll just do it this way now. Because this is even more painful for them. We're going to remove them with the Shatter Skull smashing the hammer side. We're going to just ping ping. One thing we could also do is even if they did this attack, this went away. Even if they had this at instant speed like they should, we swing with everything. 2 damage gets through, down tick, you go get Walking Ballista here and hit him for the final 2 as well. A lot of ways to clean that game up with that attack. I agree. They were getting a little aggressive with their attacks. I think they could be a little more passive there. Didn't take the Chalice. They emptied their hand initially, so they didn't really have much that got impacted by it. And my opponent also lost out on a token doing Thoughtseize into Chalice and then playing Pyromancer. Need be a little more board conscious there, I think. 1-0 though, starting off pretty well. Kind of fell in our favor, and we'll keep on going. The 2 of Karn coming into play. Arbor Elf keeping us going. Blood Moon's powerful. Ren and 6 even getting us that land we needed after a fetch. Kind of did it all. All right. Raystack has something here. Who would have doubted? Who would have doubted? Feels good, though. W on the Friday. Keep it going. Match 2. Next opponent, wherever you are. Yeah, exactly. Even the recovery. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to get exactly because I hadn't played it, but had some good options for sure. Karn played well to get it. Kind of acted like a third card in that one. All right, we're against Blink Moth 5-0. This hand is hot. Let's do it. Agreed, Viridian. It's an oddball one, that is for sure. This is a hot hand. Fetch the basic. Play the reds. All right, we're both keeping 7. Oh, no. No, Mountain. No, Swift Spear. Looks like Chalice on 1's going to be good. I'm going to put Ragavan down as bait. Ragavan's going to die real fast. Pow. Yeah, we're going to still do Ragavan here. I'm looking at Arbor Elf and like turn 2 Blood Moon. It's not as important on game 1 against Burn. Game 2, yes, but game 1, no. And definitely going to worry about Chalice over the Arbor Elf. The Arbor Elf is cool, but Searing Blaze is a card that's kind of nasty, so let's just not have that happen to us, right? I would totally, by the way, snap off this block. Do we now? Do we now? Oh, they're thinking about it. Whew. Ragavan just stopped our opponent. It's got to be some sort of prowessy kind of build here, right? Do I attack here? Yeah, let's Chalice. Let's Chalice. Maybe they have a Spell Pierce, Mana Leak, Remand. I don't know. We'll work to empty our hand. Maybe Bridge is valuable in this matchup. I can't believe Monkey kept this at bay. Oh, don't have a counter. Don't have a counter. Just be like, consider. 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 Opt. Consider. Something. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. You got it. Tap. Sweet. I have no idea what that does for them. You see a guard approach. That is weird. All right, Manamorphose. Expressive Iteration. All right, that's a good card. It's a good card. I don't know what's going on. You couldn't prowess. Nope. Maybe. Janktabulous. Yes. And if they don't get another island here, you know. Arid Mesa. Okay, maybe they have white. Maybe they fetch and throw a, I don't know, something at 1 to just get more prowess in. Maybe they don't because Ragavan's sitting here. I mean, I'm the prison player. I can sit here all day and just sit here when they're not attacking me. The fact that I'm at 18 and they're at 19, I'm feeling good. Look at that. Ragavan, just the brick wall. Play a Blood Moon past turn. Yep, they're definitely off meta, that's for sure. Just play the Blood Moon. All right, mountains for my opponent. I'm passing. Ragavan is the brick wall that we all needed and didn't know we wanted. Best blocker in the West. I mean, it's got to be like a prowess, right? I don't know. True. My bad. Ragavan is the aggressor. What's happening is this is on defense. Man, this bridge is looking like really good here, and I need to get it down before they untap blue again. Then I need to try to empty my hand. A little harder, but we'll get it there. Monkey built a wall and then the opponent paying for it. All right, in for 1, flying, doing its thing. I doubt they fire off a spell here. Exactly. It's like old blue-red prowess. All right, while the island's tapped out here, let's go ahead and play the bridge. Pass the turn. Again, we need to probably defend this still. Got a lot of green cards I got to get through, and they all get countered right now. So an extra forest would do us well. Magus plus Utopia or Arbor Elf. Start closing the gap for bridge. Expressive Iteration. This grows Sprite Dragon, making it closer to not being able to attack. Again, a forest is probably our best draw. Forest plus 2 cards here, making Sprite Dragon 1 away. Any land will do. Forest is preferred, so I can get 2 things out of my hand the following turn. But a land will let me do Magus plus the Elf. Another Swifty. Countered. No prowess trigger. Get countered. I really want them to tap out. Then I'll attack with Ragavan. Maybe they attack with both. Then I'll attack with Ragavan, and who knows? Maybe empty the whole hand. Forest, attack, all the goods. I'm only at 17, opponent. Get it moving. Yeah. All right, we're totally taking the 4 here. Going to 13. Could have gone to 11 if they went for prowess there. All right, in we go with Monkey. Gonna play Magus plus something else, probably here. Unless they give me a goodie. I can't quite cast that. Definitely prowess. Magus, do I bother here? 3? I'm gonna hold the treasure token. Maybe they'll give me a chance to attack with Ragavan one more time. Magus is totally on blocking duty. It will block Swift Spear no matter what. Opponent draws a land, it looks like, has 4 potential cards here. Only 1 blue. No Storm Wings for my opponent thus far. And like I said, definitely blocking this time. That'll grow the Sprite Dragon because they'll look to save probably. We just need to get far enough down with the bridge to here. Block. And Ragavan's helping us out here. Ragavan making things affordable. Bolt, counter, prowess, boost. Closer Sprite Dragon is to 3 or 4, the more likely it is to never ever ruin our days. Man, really kind of struggling with hitting a couple 3-drops and no lands. Maybe they'll get me something. Maybe their own Fury. Ooh. Could play that. Give me a Sprite Dragon, which would give me something in the sky. Whenever we cast a non-creature spell, too. Like if I did that and then played also the bridge, this is kind of tempting. Let's do it. Extra bridge, grow a Sprite Dragon. Okay. Kind of doing the defend. Our life total is a bit in danger here. It is a little bit in danger. Maybe it was better to dump 2 spells here as well. If I would have dumped 2 spells, this wouldn't attack. It's kind of interesting. Opponent attacks just with the 3/3. I feel like I'm going to wait a turn. Chalice is on 1. Can't use Utopia. All of this gets countered. We have 1 card that's truly castable. Looking for a land, so I can play 2 things, grow this twice, and be happy. Ugh. All right, let's play the most expensive thing here. Pass the turn. Let's just pass. Double blocker. We're at 7. You're good. It's hard to see. Chalice is quite the mystery card, but you're good. All right, both Sprite Dragons are both 3/3s here. It's definitely in that kind of territory to block. I'm really tempted to block here too. Let's assume I don't block there. Let's just take a second here. If I don't block there, I can probably attack with the Ragavan, get the Chandra, and down tick here. This will be too big as well. Let's do this. Offer the trade here. They'll bump. This will grow. Unless they have like... I mean, they don't have 6 spells. Even if it was all 5 spells here, it's just not happening. Yeah, I've got to get it out of hand, but I think I've been fairly efficient with my spells thus far. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed a chance to get a 1-drop out at some point. Feeling confident that I've managed this okay, though, so far. Well, that's a really awkward card for us. I wanted to land, because then I'd land and then be fine. I mean, they didn't go to kill me this last time. I'm going to play the Ragavan, or attack with the Ragavan here, and I'm going to play 2 pieces here so that the Spritey Dragon cannot hit me. A land is a great draw. That's all I need is a land to get out of this. Oh, hold on. Manamorphose is really interesting. Hold the phone. Because I could now play Chandra, uptick, and get rid of 2 things. Then this attacks me. That's what I'm thinking. Chandra, use Manamorphose, get rid of 2 things. I do draw a card, but getting rid of 2 things is fine. I'll get rid of even 1 more if I draw land, potentially. We'll see, we'll see. Green, green. Oh. I just want to play the Trinisphere instead, but let's go ahead and do Arbor Elf, counter, Utopia Sprawl, counter, Arbor Elf, counter. Oh yeah, I have to actually target something. And so the question is, do they have enough spells? They didn't do it last time. I don't see them doing this time either. This can't attack. This is at 1/2. Trinisphere is a little awkward going forward, but I'll have the mana. I wanted to be able to downtick this on here and not have this attack. Downtick on Swiftspear and not attacking Sprite Dragon because I would have less than 4 cards, but we'll see. We'll see how this unfolds here. Chalice doing work here, I can guarantee it. Ragavan sneaking in some damage too. More for the treasure tokens than anything. Can they kill me? Well, they're attacking me. My hope is they just have like maybe 3 blue cards or something. Going to 4, it looks like. Maybe 3. What's funny is I could play Trinisphere next and then downtick the Chandra. I'm at 4. We're looking hot. Looking hot. Blue. Red. Expressive. They couldn't do that before because that would make the prowess. It's rough for them. Good for us. If I can empty the hand, I don't think there's any reason to kill this. If I can't empty the hand, we'll probably entertain the idea of killing it. Sprite Dragon's too big. Double Bridge feels safe, though. Opponent finds a Fiery Islet, plays the Fiery Islet. Opponent can play 2 spells once I play Trinisphere down. I can't technically get rid of both of these. How awkward. Kill in Trinisphere probably then. Let's play Trinisphere and then kill Swiftspear. We'll sit at 4 for a little bit. Your move, opponent. The prison shall be formed. Sweet. I feel good here. We'll just burn time off my opponent's clock while they figure out what they can do. If they do find a way to kill us, props. Everything we have in our list is castable. Anything that would be one power is probably not castable because of the Chalice. And the opponent concedes. All right, we're going to game 2. Going to game 2. All right. Fury seems okay. Dead Gone, maybe. Ley Line of Combustion, possibly. And Anger of the Gods. Blood Moon feels slightly weaker here. The rest of this kind of feels actually really good. I could see like just straight Blood Moons all coming out. Because maybe it's not like that crazy. Yeah, Koithos could be very good in this matchup. I mean, I know they're gonna have some counters. I kind of like this. I kind of like just like here, be like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't have any reason to get this one Blood Moon out. But like if we spike the Combustion, that looks really good. Anger's a good sweeper. Fury's a good sweeper. This is just general removal and bounce for the big Sprite Dragon. Bone Crusher could pick something up. Ragavan's probably just not a thing. It seems all right. Seems all right. I don't think Blood Moon, if I'm remembering Blue-Red Prowess like it used to be, Blood Moon is okay. They have usually those Manamorphoses, and I'd rather see Stormwing than Murktide, honestly. It's a little easier to kill for us. Singleton, Gemstone Caverns, Land, Chalice, no 1-drops. Let's do it. Only one ley line. It is a weird one, but like if we hit it, it's kind of interesting. Sand has 2 lands in it. It does have 2 Furies and a Seasoned Pyromancer. I kind of like it because remember, Prowess is a little more creature heavy. I kind of like it because we may be pitching like Chandra here. If we play the Trinisphere, these are obviously more expensive, but I think we could get by with this. I think we're going to do it. I don't see anything wrong with this hand. It's probably pretty decent against Prowess. Remember, we have to imagine they're Prowess. They're not Burn. Like Fury, like I'm going to wait for a second thing to be played here, and then we're going to try Fury and get 2 things. And I just put this into play tapped, probably. Trinisphere slows them down as well. That's a decent draw. Remember, if we don't want to draw cards, we could always pitch the Seasoned Pyromancer. We only have 1. Kind of interesting. Not to mention the creatures will be great for blocking if we do play that. Okay, just a little consider. I don't mind taking a little extra damage here. Remember, we were trying to get 2 creatures with the Fury. That way it's 2 for 2. By the way, my opponent's going to take a bajillion damage here with all their Fiery Islets. In for 2, 17 to 18. 17 all if they use the Fiery Islet on like a Light Up the Night. Or Light Up the Stage. That's right, they play that garbage one. Play a creature. Dang it. All right, I'm going to wait 1 more turn, I think. Gonna get greedy here. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn. Utopia's probably a little awkward with the double red spell, red lands. I think if my life total was at like 14, 15 instead of above 15, I'd entertain killing it. Right now with a double spell, we still could if they like get really defensive, because Fury does 4. This assumes no mutagenic growth, obviously. The other thing is if we wanted to go like hard on bridge here, pitch twice with the Furies, that works. Love to play Utopia Sprawl before playing Trinisphere. A little backwards to play one before the other. Tax for 1. Sounds good. Be super funny if they tapped out. I top deck land, and I get to play Trinisphere after, or before, or after, sorry, casting a Fury, killing the Swift Spear. Be kind of cool. Ooh, Lava Dart. I like that. All right. Took a damage. Pings me for 1. Gets a Prowess trigger. No mountains to sacrifice. Again, they're taking quite a bit of damage. All right. We hit the land. So here, I think it's time to Fury. The question is, what do I want to get rid of? I mean, Chandra is pretty game-winning. Season Pyromancer would be kind of nice. We're going to Fury plus Trinisphere this turn. I think Spyro, it's definitely tempting. Spyro could create some blockers. I definitely want to probably keep the second Fury. So I'll probably Fury pitch Chandra for the moment. And then we'll entertain pitching Season Pyromancer if my opponent finds like a Stormwing or something. But you're not wrong. It could have been just playing Season Pyromancer, but I think I want to get the Trinisphere down because of just the singleton land here. If they have a counter spell, they have a counter spell. Fine, we can continue to play Magic this way. They take a damage and they do Spell Pierces. That's fine. That would have been rough for them. This kind of opens the door for Bridge to be used. Bridge, pitch Season Pyromancer, or just play Season Pyromancer to get rid of Utopia Sprawl plus like the random card we draw. Keeping it close because the 2 Fire Islets are hurting our opponent. Another Swifty to kill. Would happily do that. And bolts. All right, some extra damage coming through this time. Bridge looking a little slow, but we may keep it and do something like Utopia plus the card we find. Trying to maybe hard cast a Fury here. We're going to 9. Man, we could empty the hand here. I don't think that's a good idea. I could also play Season Pyromancer, get rid of Bridge and Utopia. Just play the Forest, take everything off the top, and then we have chump blockers plus then Fury and go after them. 14 to 9. They'd have to almost reach me at that point. Lava Dart's here. Man, I'm kind of tempted to do that. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get rid of the Bridge, Utopia Sprawl, create a board state, play the Forest down, hope the top deck will land in the top 2 or interaction here, and then we'll see if we can get rid of... Oh, we hit a lot of action. Okay. I don't want to take any damage, so let's play the Forest. We can play the Beseiju next, and then we can just hard cast Fury, get rid of Season Pyromancer or Swift Spirit, and then attack for potentially 4. This is a chump block kind of turn. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands. Costly to pay and everything. They haven't been bolting me too crazy. 1 Lava Dart, so Mountain off the top's kind of scary. I like this line. I mean, Fury with 1 attack with Fury is just... It could be game ending. We could also block with the Season Pyromancer, force some sort of bolt here. Some sort of action. I could get frisky and block with everything, but I don't think that's the right play. What if we did this? Let's force the spell out. Let's see what they got. This feels right. Force the spell out here. They take damage, it's like Consider, or maybe a Manamorphose plus some spells or something like that. Force the spells now. Play the Fury. And Abrade a token. This is good. Not going to hit our Fury. Keeps this alive. This is fine because we're still killing this. I guess I'll hold the Beseiju. Sure, why not? I believe we're okay to attack with the elemental token. We want this game to end quickly. So I'm going to do that. If they have Swift Spear plus bolts, great. Then they got it. Our next turn's probably just playing the Singleton Season Pyromancer coming into play here. I don't think Fury's going to live here, but they're going to take 1 to 2 to keep it off their face here when it attacks. This game's remarkably close. Expressive Iteration is really good sissy here. Nope, extra braid. They had the chalice stuff, that's for sure. All right, I don't want to take any damage. Again, I don't think Beseiju matters here. If anything, I want them to keep the 2 fiery islets. Pass turn. Season Pyromancer here. Ooh, they found a land that's not painful, but it's not red, which is kind of good for us. Who knows? Maybe they have just counter spells remaining. Can you imagine getting a ley line of combustion off the top now? Woo! Woo! A little bit of a flood. You're not wrong. A lot of flood. You're definitely not wrong. I'm gonna play a land in case I get like a bridge. We're probably not using these. I'm at 9. I wish I was at 10. Cycles a fiery islet. That's probably a good idea. You don't want to be tapping those. Only 1 red now. Please remember there is a lava dart sitting in the graveyard. I'm gonna hit the F6 button. There's nothing I'm doing here. 3 storm wings, maybe. Maybe. Six minutes 30 on my opponent's clock, needing to win 2. We need to win 1. 3 power on the battlefield here. Flood beats the screw. Using this island. Do they have to express it with the fiery islet? I mean, that's just not good. They draw. Now they have no more red mana. Oh, they do. Spire Bluff Canal. No more pain mana. Race is a little closer than we originally thought. Oh. They only have 1 red available to them. I'm attacking with everything. We're slamming the God of Destiny. I'm going to do it off of all colors here. We're not going to use this gemstone. God of Destiny deserves more than that. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent is presented with lethal. Can they do 9? What would it have to be? Land, Swift Spear, Manamorphose, 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 like Bolt or something? Could Lava Dart if it was a mountain in there too? We get it. W. Raystack's got a list here tonight. What a list it's been. What a list it's been so far. It seems to work. It seems to work. We'll see if we continue to make it work. Match 3 coming up. A little bit of an oddball meta tonight. Deck is unbeatable. Well, I'll keep this hand. It's all the 1-drops that we could ever want, plus the chalice. Into a temple garden. That's less than ideal. Trying to figure out how this turn's going to be. I'm going to play Arbor Elf. I think it gives me the best, like, play Dash Ragavan, play Ragavan, play Chalice on 1. Seeing Triome plus this, maybe. Chalice on 0 doesn't make sense here because of the Grazer. Well, I could play Chandra here. and I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. We're going to see what my opponent's got going up for us here. We'll give this red mana. Do I just like Chalice on 1 here too? Probably not. I have a Ragavan. Just go up for damage. No, Blood Moon. Thought about down ticking. You saw me think about it. What am I playing against? What plays Grazer plus this junk? Can I be informed? I'm really confused. What happened to all the meta decks? What is this? Fun Day Friday? Huh. 3 mana. Dryad. Well, I want to kill that. Plays an extra land. Shocks it in, too. Plays the good old Wren and 6. There's a lot of things I need to kill here. One card. One card. I think, personally, to win the game, this hand, we pitch Fury to Ragavan, killing Wren and 6, down tick Chandra on the Dryad, play Forest up, or down tick with Karn to get Liquid Metal Coating, play Chalice on 0. Hope it's not top deck land Titan, I guess. And then if it is, down tick, get Bridge and hide. Yeah, Freedy's got it. All right, land drop. Definitely killing Dryad here. Pitch. Kill this Wren and 6. Play Karn. Liquid Metal. And I think I do a Chalice on 0 here. This is for Summoner's Pact, potentially. I don't know where else to put that. I don't want it on 3. I can get my own Bridge. I don't want that on like 1. Ragavan could be, or not Ragavan. My Utopias and Arbor Elves, or maybe something I do want to cast. All right, Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle. 1, 2, 1, 2. Not a lot of Blood Moons so far. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2. Liquid Metal Coating. Let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I just get rid of Valakut, right? I think I do. And then a little bit of mana for the Seasoned Pyromancer that was ripped off the top. The one of. Slowly lock my opponent out of this game. Bridge looks nice here. Against Bring to Light? Maybe we are. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's Omnath. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, that's fine. We love Omnath. Omnath's our friend. Not food. That's an easy kill target with Chandra. Then keep going with the Karn. It does feel like Bring to Light with Omnath maybe in here. Nope, they just concede. All right. Leyline of Combustion, Fury, Dead Gone, Magus. These all feel like things. Trinisphere feels awkward. Honestly, the chalices don't do a whole lot, I don't think. Could even maybe take almost all of them out. Wonder if I went like a relic instead of the last chalice. Void Mirror? For what? You're saying for actual Bring the Light? I would probably just go for that off of the off of a Karn. Maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to. It's kind of interesting. I mean, Trinisphere does a very similar thing, in which case maybe I should just have the Trinisphere over there. And then like Void Mirror off the Karn is a possibility here. Which I don't maybe hate. Maybe Engineered Explosives are really bad here, and that could be just the Void Mirror, and then use Karn to go get Liquid Metal Coating, Relic, maybe Chalice, Walking Ballista as a finisher. I mean, that seems like an okay idea as well. We can try it. Let's try this. Trinisphere and Void Sphere. Void Sphere. All right, turn 2 Blood Moon. We'll give it a shot. We'll keep. If we fail, we got Renin 6. You know. We got cards. We got good cards. We got 2 Blood Moon effects. Bridge in case they're trying to tighten me. I like this hand. How come I like almost every hand we've opened? Oh, that's right. It's just Blood Moons and, you know, goodies. Goodies. Misty Rainforest. Opponent has 4 cards. They did mull quite a bit. Gemstone right on time, obviously, for the Dashing Ragavan. Go ahead, opponent. We'll see if Ragavan does connect here. No Grazer to block the Ragavan. Not going to take out most times a 1 of Ragavan. And I don't know how many times we've had this card. It's like Magic Online wants us to have this card. Going to be a sad little fluffy wolf when they play Renin 6 ping this, but, you know, got to live with it. Got to live with it. This is what? They could go get a basic forest here. Maybe they should. Nope, Steam Vents. Got it. Renin 6 down tick. You got it. Ping. Bye. All right. We'll fetch. I'm going to fetch this. Just makes it easier to tap. Uptick here. Pass turn. We're about to shut a lot of this off. I wonder if I play Magus or if I play Blood Moon. They might have like Force kind of cards. Could be kind of nasty. Kill Blood Moon. God of Destiny looking mighty tasty. Windswept Heath. Plays. Do they fetch? They do. Sacred Foundry. Blood Moon and Magus looking good. Bolts and shoots my poor Renin 6. The poor Renin 6. I don't know. I think I just Blood Moon here. It's like super tempting to get the Magus because then I could attack. But I picked up the 1 of Bone Crusher Giant right on time. I'm really tempted to just like play a Magus here too. Magus attack here kind of sounds great. I could just get the God of Destiny down. I could just kill the Renin 6. Let's just kill the Renin 6. Fluffy, what are you doing? Just kill the Renin 6. Stop being fancy. Theoretically, playing the Magus prevents the Force hitting this, and then they start fetching basics. Fluffy trying to get fancy here. There's a Triome. That's good. Glad we killed. Definitely a Magus kind of turn here. Let's make more red. Sure. Oops. We're playing the Magus, so we have 2 of these effects. Now, if my opponent plays Basic Force plus Dryad, this feels bad to have done, but I like having 2 of these because to me, I think we have just a chance of losing something. And there you go. Force of Vigor, getting rid of something, but we still have the Magus in play. Played decently there. Triome cycled 2 cards for my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 mana. Top deck land, Bone Crusher plus something else. We'll play Arbor plus Coithus here. I think Coithus is a little bit better. Attack for 2, pass turn. Well, I think we have them in 2 turns. Looks good. Backup bridge in case things get real bad. Looking for no forest here for my opponent. Prismatic Ending goes bye-bye. Let's just eat the Triome. Tasty. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Attack for 3. Have the Magus here. Got a Bone Crusher. Have 2 per turn. Looking pretty good. Backup bridge just in case. Opponent cycles another Triome. Opponent just wanted to play all the 3 mana and didn't expect to run into Blood Moon. That puts us at a solid 6-0 here tonight. Let's keep it rolling. Huh. This list seems to be doing something. What is Bridge Stop? Primeval Titan. I would assume that is a card they're playing because they're playing the Dryad. Dryad plus then Primeval Titan is maybe a thing they do. It's a guess. It's a guess. The deck is clearly unbeatable. I think, if I may, we've been a little bit lucky on when we draw the Singleton Ragavan, the Singleton Bone Crusher, the Singleton Magus and Seasoned Pyromancers. Haven't drawn Spellskite. That card could be totally something else at this point. All right. This is not a forest. This hand is interesting. Speaking of not drawing. All right, we're going to keep it. I do have 2 lands. Let's hope we're not against like a Thoughtseize style list. There's a Giver. Giver is nasty. This comes into play tapped. Let's put that into play tapped. I feel like I need to kill this. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to hold on to Blood Moon in case they're Hammer Time here. If they're Hammer Time, I could potentially Blood Moon some things. Also, Spellskite's kind of interesting against Hammer Time. Because if I recall, you can redirect things, but maybe my brain doesn't work like that. Field of Ruin, okay. Thalia, that's kind of rude. There's basic. That's so funny because this would have been really nice with the Utopia Sprawl. Now it's a little bit awkward with the Thalia out. It may still be like forest play. Kind of helps me ramp. Maybe I'm just supposed to jam a Spellskite here. Wonder if they would play Archon. I'm going to ramp. I think the Thalia makes me worried about Archon here a little bit. I think we'll be okay, though. Thalia slows them down potentially, too. Fury pitching like something to kill a couple things looks good. I am going to indicate that I have red in the list. I do need the second red, probably. So it's like white taxes. That's the vibe I'm getting here. That Field of Ruin makes me a little scary for my poor mana. Be great to play Fury and be able to get kind of two things. Maybe I play Spellskite first, you know? Tap, Spellskite, don't worry about the Blood Moon. Opponent attacks, you got it, and follows this up with a Giver. This is kind of that territory where it's like, well, I want to kill these. What else do you have? Shoot, Stoneforge, Cauldra. Ooh. Play Bridge after Shatter Skull smashing, Fury pitching Blood Moon, kill Giver plus Stoneforge, leave 2/1 the Thalia. Has Cauldra in hand. Could have a Prismatic for the bridge as long as I don't play Blood Moon. Probably can't hit it for a while. Getting rid of the Giver right now, plus the Stoneforge, strands the Cauldron and protects us from having to deal with Giver first over something else. That feels like the right play here. I wanted to hard cast the Fury, but sometimes that is not the play. I think if we don't kill the Giver right now, we're in a bit of trouble. So we can do 2 and 2 and get some good efficiency out of our Fury here. That way, while the Cauldron can't attack, it avoids being put in here and then they randomly get rid of the bridge with, say, like a March. And then being able to defend this is it's kind of nice if we can get there. Ghost Quarter. Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't hit me. I'll search for basic. I mean, it doesn't hurt us that much, but... I don't have anything at instant speed, so sure. I'll get the mountain. We'll see if they want to Ghost Quarter me. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I could put a Chalice on 1. I could try to get the Chalice to 2. The only thing that it would hit now is 2 Renin 6s. That kind of seems a little bit better. Chalice on 2 needs 5 mana, though. But it would stop, like, Stoneforge cheating in Cauldra easily. Chalice on 1 does things. I think I can safely put a Spellskite down first, and we can think about this Chalice. Alright, so my opponent kind of messed up my mana base a little bit here, and they will continue to if they continue to draw Ghost Quarters. Shoot. That's not good. I have plenty of forest, but we're going to be a mono green deck. Thank goodness we played Green Devotion recently. Now I don't want to put the Chalice on 1 because I do have Utopia Sprawls. I can't put Chalice on 2 at the moment. I think we wait. Putting on 2 would get me the mountain from a Ren 6 if we were to find another red source. Oh, that feels bad. Give me my mountain back, opponent. Again, not going to put the Chalice on 1. I do want that Utopia Sprawl potentially. It's not like Thalia is going to attack me or something here. Uh-oh, 4 mana. Nice, nice. That's a good sword. Red source. Can't cast Karn. I gotta hold for one more turn here. We gotta hit that land. Maybe I can Karn uptick on the sword or something cool like that. Thalia being a little bit of a pain here. A top deck Fury, Koith is gone, and Karn played is an option. They hook up the sword here. It's not too frightening. It might get frightening, though. Remember, we can definitely play some cards out here. Bridges totally safe. Here we go. Here we go. All right. There we go. Make the red. We can cast this, right? It's a creature spell. Check that out. Look at us, opponent. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hooray. I mean, I think they should cantrip the Silent Clearing. Maybe they have some black spells that they want to play. They might be trying to get to Cauldron Complete. I think with Karn, I may get a second bridge. It feels like I need like that reinsurance here. Obviously, the Spellskite is a nice protection for the bridge right now. Okay. I'm going to lose my red source, but that is okay because I have God of Destiny. Done. God of Destiny will save me. No, I don't need to skite that. God of Destiny, they're lands. We need to protect this from them attacking me for 6 damage, draw a card. There is no reason to skite that. I get my forest back. Koithus is in play. We good. We good, chat. Look at that. Engineer explosives too. All right, sword disconnected here. Pass turn. 3-3, 3-1, 2-1. Basically, I want to go get a bridge next turn. Things are expensive, unfortunately, but we'll work through it. We know the one card's Cauldron. It's just sitting dead in their hand. Cantrip's a Silent Clearing. Now this we change to Skite. That way I can keep the Karn. This is exiled too, so now I can go get a bridge. And after getting bridge, I could theoretically... I can't get rid of cards in my hand. This is going to get interesting. I want a Torp Orb. That's what I want. All right, land is good to see here. We'll continue to go after lands from them. We'll continue to make mana here. So I go get bridge, right? I could go get Walking Ballista. It's kind of an interesting one to go get right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it a 3-3. Ping, ping. It's an option. It's fetch shock, I think. I'm gonna go do it. Let's go get that Walking Ballista. You never know. You never know. Cool. All right. 3-3 Walking Ballista. Can't play any of the Engineered or Chalice at the moment. You can bet Engineered up to 2. Love some Prison. What's the best Prison deck in Modern right now, if there is one? I don't think there is one. Don't think there is one, unfortunately. All right, opponent concedes. It's kind of an interesting turn here because they could attack. I can block here and ping this once if I wanted to. They have a bunch of Thalias and a random Giver of Runes that they do show me. Looks like we're good. All right, so mono white. Definitely Anger the Gods. Definitely Fury. Blood Moons and stuff are okay. They do have all those Stupid ghost quarters. Trinisphere is probably a no-go. Spellskite did well. Bridge is good. Bone Crusher good. Probably just cut a Blood Moon. I feel like I want a Pithy Needle in here too, over like a Chalice. You know what? Let's do this. Dead Gone instead of Chalice. Chalice can get flickered and then it's just kind of sadness. Yeah, Dead Gone looks pretty good. I almost feel like the other Chalice out and the Magus just comes in here as just a blocker, something to pitch to Fury and stops Void, Field of Ruins and Ghost Quarters, which could be a little bit of a pain for us. Let's try this. Let's do it. This hand's all right. Okay. Hand does some stuff. Got a couple Arbor Elves to ramp me up here. Fury to clear the board. Maybe even castables. No second red in the event that my opponent goes all Ghost Quartery on me. We'll keep though. Seems doable. I might even lead with the Wooded Foothills, fetch Stomping Ground. All right, what do we got? Aether Vial. That's fine. We're doing this on the off chance that I totally forget about playing this for a while and then my opponent just like Archons us. I think Coithus is my next play here because it ramps me due to the fetch land, but also it just kind of starts eating away at my opponent's life total. There's that Ghost Quarter. There's Thalia. It's another thing. We can actually cast the Coithus here. Okay. We're going to do the Coithus here. I think it's fine. This could be a giver off the Aether Vial. Whatever. We'll deal with it. No giver. Good to see. Good to see. Hopefully no cat with double quarter here. Don't cat me. Don't lean an arbiter me. Don't you do it, opponent. These are expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana currently. Tax me for 2. Red, Gemstone. Could play Fury here. Could also Chandra. This is at 2. Gonna go to 3. 5. Has to be 5 because of the Thalia. Flicker Wisp is a little bit weird going forward here. It's a little bit weird because if I target something, they can get it with the Aether Vial. Well, right now, I could Chandra down tick. I don't have a follow-up land at the moment. Could Seasoned Pyromancer just ditch both Chandras, play an Arbor Elf, that way I have plenty of mana. I've got a lot of blockers. The Chandra minus is definitely tempting. I think we just lose the Chandra to whatever they put into play, which could be a Stoneforge. Go get Cauldron. I have to battle a Cauldra, which is nearly impossible for me to beat, making me feel like I need to find the Seasoned Pyromancer and try to find Karn. I think Chandra's a bait here. Let me play Seasoned Pyromancer, get rid of both Chandras. I think it's just Gonna be Stoneforge Mystic, and I'm gonna have trouble beating that. All right, I found the Karn. Perfect, just like we wrote it up. Perfect Magic is great to play. Not attacking, obviously. All right, Stoneforge, show me Cauldra, dash the Cauldra in. No. Well, in that case, we're looking hot. Looking hot. Aether Vial with the Karn, maybe down tick for Pithy Needle would be hilarious. Name Ghost Quarter. Now they can't get double white. Oh! Probably would do liquid metal coating, but you know, things are rolling here. My opponent played a Thalia and is sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Probably things that will destroy Blood Moons and bridges, and well, they're getting got. Concedes. What do they have? I'll reveal my hand. What do they have? They just said bad keep. Bad keep, it happens. You learn from it. You keep moving forward. That puts us at 8-0 with the list tonight. I guess we'll have to see if we can snatch up a victory here. Man, with the Utopia Sprawl coming, although that's a little bit warm. What did we have? Batterskull. Okay, they had more lands. Lion Sash could have been played. Path, Resto. These are okay cards. Yeah, they're not doing a lot. Path is more expensive. Lion is a little more. Batterskull is, yeah. This is. Thought it could have been good. I mean, we ditched two Chandras because of it. It was doing that, so. All right, let's go. 5th match. Let's see what happens. Don't ever change how you are. This is my new favorite stream. Just the way you discuss everything and go through your lines. I love it. That's what we do here. We try to be a better Magic player. We're always called out in terms of our poor decisions, but we at least talk it out and try to come through the lines if we have the time. Sometimes we have to be quiet if we're in the last 5 minutes, which happens once every like 300 matches. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, and welcome. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Plenty of this content on YouTube, plenty of misplays. Trying to commentate and get through a match while also entertaining folks and play Magic. It will happen. But we're here for the entertainment, the value, the fun, and the community, obviously. The gathering, right? We're here for the gathering. Not a huge fan of Prism, but red is your favorite color to play. So there's that, and I love Modern. You should check out Red Rage from our YouTube videos. It is Prism-like in the fact that it's Prism by damage, preventing your opponent from continuing to play the game because they can't cast X amount more spells. Eidolon and Leyline of Combustion, along with Torbrand, are your core components of that list, and that might be up your alley if you're looking for that more mid-range. Mayahashi also has some good stuff on Twitter for that mid-range red player. And if you're craving that, definitely check out their Twitter. They got their 26th trophy or something ridiculous. Practice makes perfect. Yep, we've been practicing since the day we were born. I juggle it all well. I try. It's been a work in progress for sure. Where's that deck list? Red Rage? Well, you can go find it on YouTube, but because we're having a good conversation about it, we'll just throw it up in the chat, right? Something like this list here. All my lists are through TCG Player in case you end up randomly going and getting some cards. It's turn 2 Blood Moon, by the way. If you randomly go get some cool cards, it is a support the stream, but it's not necessary. Sorry, that's not a Stream Decker, Goldfish, Salvation, other things. Valakut. Blech. All right. Well, thankfully we have the moon. The great moon. We can fetch basic here. Play Arbor Elf. Look like Green Devotion. Shatterskull Smashing. Wrenn and 6. Great stuff here. Basic Forest. Secure a Tribe Elder. Ooh. How do we want to play this? They get a 3rd. They get a 4th land. Is this a God of Destiny turn? Is this a Magus turn? Is this a Pyromancer turn? I kind of want to gain life. What are we doing here? They're gonna fetch. I almost want to like sandbag the Magus here. Let's do something a little bit insufficient with our mana. I'm gonna say no to this. We're gonna put this on red because we have to. Untap it, play Renin 6, and pick up our land while not going to 18, not showing them I have Blood Moon, and hoping that they fetch kind of a mountain into maybe we get to Magus them. I don't know. All right, they're gonna attack. They love Renin 6, best friend here. Just gotta buy one more moon. Explorers here. Okay. There's that mountain. Really tempted to just ping this. See what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Man, I don't feel like this engineer is very good. Double mountain here. Let me ping Secure Tribe Elder, trying to force them. Oh, they didn't do it. They're so dead, opponent. Why'd you not do that? Well, I think I got him. Well, if they're wondering why I did that so that my opponent would fetch the non-basic or the non-forest. They said okay because they assumed it was a plus because I have the windswept. Uh-oh. They could easily get a forest. They could have another tribe elder, but we did that hoping that they wouldn't. Maybe kind of delay the inevitable prime time here. Well, they had the forest. All right. This is a 4/5, man. This is going to hit them like a truck. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's start Season Pyromancer. Make duders. Jeez, man. Look at all the death we're going to cause our opponents. Karn. Down tick. Liquid Metal. Seems like a good one. Uptick here. Smash for 6. By the way, we could totally kill a prime time right now. Hard casting Fury plus getting Walking Ballista plus ping of Renin 6. Like it doesn't do it. And last turn we could have taken care of it too. They're making a mention about losing this maybe to the small ramp that they didn't get to the prime time, but we had the prime time covered. They would have more lands in play for this turn, but it works out in our slight favor from a misclick from our opponents. We'll take it. Gives us one more up here on this one. We're going to bring Leyline of Combustion, Dead Gone, Furies, and Maguses in for this matchup. Honestly, Chalice is just garbage in this matchup, so we'll just take it out. Everything else looks kind of interesting. This Trinisphere could be something else. Why would I ever minus that Renin 6? Well, we're not going to tell our opponent, but for everybody watching here, attempting to get Secure Tribe Elder to fetch a mountain instead of forest, hoping they have prime time and are accelerating into it. By down-ticking there and then playing Magus post the down-tick, we're hoping to play a mental game against our opponents and get a little small advantage there, being that they want to get Valakut online ASAP. They don't get to know that, though. Let's submit. Grayus it is. I deserve it. My truck is under a tree right now. We're going to keep this hand. This is a fun one. No Blood Moon. No Blood Moon. We'll see how it plays out. Definitely some good ramp here. Bloop. Good ramp. We'll see where it goes here. Spellskite's kind of a fun one here. Scowling Tarn. Play a Renin 6. Definitely upticking this time. Uptick, grab this. I think I just play this land too. You know, don't give them any more information than they need to know. Bolts, poor Ren in 6. Poor thing. Poor thing. How rude. Scalding Tarn, Stomping Ground. Opponent is not afraid of Blood Moon currently. Ren 6 sitting at 1. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Plays their own Ren in 6. You got it, you got it. Ping. Why would you ever down tick Ren in 6? Let's fetch. I'm going to go to 18. A little dangerous, but we like to live on the edge. I want to ping this so bad now. I want to ping it so bad. Ping! Why not? We'll play Spellskite. We could kill it. I'm going to try to hardcast the Fury. We're holding on to Shatterskull Smashing as long as possible. This card may be in our future. Pinging there is a little silly. But I want them to know that I go up and down with that Red N6. Looking for a Blood Moon. That's what we need. Luckily, this does not find Basic Forest. That does. That one does. And it probably should find it. What do we think? They have the answer for a Blood Moon? Probably. 100%. Valakut does not kill us at 6 or at 7 cards, by the way. Spellskite our friend. All right. I want to kill this, right? I'm going to play the Fury here. We have 4, a 5th land coming. I have kind of some stuff protected. I have Shatterskull that currently hits for 4 next turn, 5 the following turn. 5 the following turn with a Ren and 6 does give prime time, but back-to-back prime times could kill us. Remember, we do have Bridge, we do have Blood Moon somewhere buried in this list. Engineer Explosive looking like an absolute dud in this matchup. That ramps me. Well, I'm not going to redirect it. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Bolt's Fury, Spellskite dead 2 off of Boseiju. Boseiju was an answer to Blood Moon. They will have the second forest here off the wooded foothills that they had in hand. We did slightly ramp here. I don't need any more basics here. Do that. Play Blood Moon. They'll fetch for their basic. Blood Moon just a turn late. But if it was a turn earlier, Boseiju would hit it. 3 cards to beat here. Looking decent. Ren and 6 going up here. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shatterskull kills a big prime time. 2 cards to beat with prime time coming into play, getting maybe 2 forests or something like that. Nothing of relevance here. We can continue to go up with Ren and 6 after pitching. We have a bridge here as well. All things looking good. Let's go ahead and attempt to kill. But this goes to 12 because of the cost. Unfortunately, I can't pick that up. It's not a cool land there. Did Utopia Sprawl light up there for a second? Crazy. All right, Valakut shouldn't kill us. And the extra bridge here is some good safety. Force of Vigor and Boseijus, though, for my opponent are things. Hardcasting Fury would be kind of nasty here, too. I'm sure they're playing that card. Wishes for... Gotta cast it now. Another Titan. Force of Vigor. Oh. Dwarven Mine with 1 card here. Dwarven Mine gets picked off by the Ren and 6. We have double bridge here. Do I want to keep going up here? Just use the engineered on 0? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I guess I could. I can keep going up with Ren and 6 here. Let's keep thinning the library as well. And then I can put an engineered on 0 in case they go after the Dwarven token thing here. I'll probably just pop it anyway so they don't attack right. We'll see where they go here. Yeah, I'd like to keep that alive. 6 damage. All right. This is where we need another Blood Moon. Definitely gonna fetch here. Windswept, so get this. Need another Blood Moon. 1 card to beat. There's a Fury. It's all right. 5. Cast the Fury. More as a threat. Obviously, lands are a problem here. I need to avoid Scapeshift. Tribe Elder kills Fury. Land drop. That's 12 damage to me. Guess I should have attacked with Fury. That was my bad. I'm looking at 12 to my face. 1 more land drop and we're moving to game 3. They got it. All right, I'll make sure they fetch everything here. Or not. Okay. Interesting. And they decide to do this in my upkeep. That's fine. Gonna make sure they have them all, but they only have 3 stomping grounds showed. This should be a 4th. This should find a basic mountain. All right, so Force of Vigor was played. Void Mirror is an option, as is Trinisphere, to kind of slow that down a little bit. Trinisphere doesn't slow down too much. They have a Wish, which makes it very difficult to prevent some of this from happening. We'll see if we can beat them. Blood Moon, obviously the best card. I do like this mountain, by the way. This is a good-looking mountain. All right, we are on the play this time, which is better. Do I bring the Void Mirror in? I feel like I do, but I also feel like Karn, but there's only 2 Karns. Engineered was crap. Like that. I mean, like, that's the only thing I can think of, and really Karn, but if Karn goes and gets something, it's going to get Liquid Metal Coating most times, maybe Chalice to put on 4. We'll try this. I could bring Pithy Needle in to get the Renin 6. I am on the play, though. The hope is that we can, like, get something on turn 2. This is a mulligan hand. This could go places. I want to keep. Just ditch a Fury. See what happens. There's no Blood Moon here. My advantage is probably getting a Blood Moon down on turn 2. I don't have a fetch either. Opponent mulled to 6 as well. They look for like force. I'm gonna want something like that. I'm gonna risk a little bit here. Something tells me magic is on the top of the library. Had a good run. Game 3. First loss happened. Is it gonna be a back-to-back loss for the 4-1, or are we gonna sneak in that 5-0? Fetch land off the top is probably our best draw into Blood Moon. Basic force for our opponent. Suspends a search for tomorrow. There's our fetch land. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay. This is very interesting because we can counter that by playing a Trinisphere. Who thought? Who thought this would do something? Woohoo! Okay. We'll search for tomorrow coming off soon. Trinisphere is going to counter that. Maybe they play something that plays a land here. Oh, darn. Looks like they are going to. Now into Blood Moon? Yeah, they'll have the 2 forests. All right, they ramp. They got us. They got us. Let's keep fetching here for obvious reasons. Let's... I'll pick it up this time. I'll pick it up this time. They're like, checking. I think I do the Trinisphere because this makes the search for tomorrow strictly 3-mana ramp. And they play maybe a land, so it slows them down for a turn here. Then I can play like God of Destiny. We'll keep ticking up. We got Bridge here as well. God of Destiny will start putting the pressure on and making my life total a little bit more expanded past 18, which is looking good. I am fetching frequently, so maybe we throw caution to that. Needing that Blood Moon, though. Blood Moon and then Void Mirror would be nice. They should get a basic forest here. They do not. Maybe they have one. They can go fetch one, all right. God of Destiny. I think I still fetch here. Stomping Ground, uptick Ren and 6 again. That might be my last fetch. It's getting risky here. It's getting risky. Opponent only has 5 mana though. There's a Dwarven Mine. If they turn this into a Titan, I'll be upset. But I have no way to interact with it, obviously. Tax, putting Ren 6 to 5. Valid. Land drop. If they put another Dwarven Mine here, we die. If it's creativity. If they're just getting a prime time here, then I feel a little bit better. Okay. Little bit better. Basic forest plus something else I feel like should be their play. Maybe an extra Dwarven Mine. Maybe they're going to look for that Valakut. All right, they got 2 Valakuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just play the bridge here. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. 1, 2, 3, play Utopia Sprawl. 1, 2, 3, play Bridge. Ping off the Dwarf token. Pray. Pray. Does it all come down to this? Do they just scape shift me, wish? They play in another Titan, getting Valakut triggers. How dead are my opponent? Dryad? Okay. Don't be a fetch. I can kill Dryad with Fury. Scape shift off Dryad. That's a W for them. Forces. Vigor. Comes in. I think I'm dead here. Because they just get 2 more Valakuts. And if they get 2 more Valakuts, they're 4 each. Or 4, 12, so it's 24. It's only 1 Valakut. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 plus attacking 6. All right, the Blood Moon was needed, but they did have the Force of Vigor, so I would have needed like Magus plus maybe Blood Moon or something. Then they would have had the Primeval Titan, so I needed the Bridge as well, and the Force would have gotten rid of that. We go 4-1 with the list. It is what Raystack's been playing, and also getting 4-1s. Close one there at the end. It's a good matchup, combo oriented. Definitely not hitting what we needed after that. 4-1 though. I'll take it. It's a good list. Very interesting with the one-ofs. It played very intriguing, shall I say. I think the big things I'd personally change, Spellskite and Engineered Explosive probably can just go elsewhere. Trinisphere was a little bit interesting because we ran into the Prowess matchup where it got countered, but it was at least a threat. Spellskite did eat a removal spell, and then we just lost a Fury afterwards as well. So that was kind of interesting. I think to help with consistency, I'd play either 2 Bone Crusher Giants in that, Seasoned Pyromancer plus at least a Ragavan or something like that. We ended up getting Ragavan a lot more than we probably should have, being that it was just a singleton in this list. But for the most part, it seemed to do well. The one thing that I could see in this list that I don't, that if you don't have maybe Ragavan or you don't have Seasoned Pyromancers, is convert a Spellskite or Engineered Explosive to potentially a 3rd Ren and 6, or maybe a Bloodbraid Elf would fit nicely into this list. Bloodbraid Elf spinning into any of our 3 drops does feel pretty decent. Maybe not so much the bridge as much, but it does non-bow with our Trinisphere. But with a lot of the one-ofs going on in this list, I can't say it's something that you should look too much at, saying, hey, okay, because I'm playing Trinisphere, I can't play Bloodbraid as a one-of. A lot of one-ofs makes the list interesting and dynamic. I just am a little concerned about its consistency. However, taking it in a 4-1, I will take that. And perhaps we'll play it again. We'll see.